Okay, I did my homework on Nakisha Ervin-Knox and find out that she attended historical black colleges. And I'm wondering, what did you learn there? Did you even learn much about the civil rights movement and how we are still in the same civil rights movement? And I attended Louisiana Tech, which is the sister university of Grambling. When I pledged Omega Psi Phi, I went through line, basically the pledge process with Grambling. And what I always noted or recognized is Grambling having smaller portion of people attending there every year there was campus shootings. And these are people who are trying to make changes for their families, by getting a college education. What has historical black colleges really taught y'all? With Mary McLeod Bethune, and her efforts, and with Harriet Tubman, just female leaders. And here you are now in a position of authority and can directly impact the protection of civil rights. I noticed that you are biased toward mothers. In your statement, whenever you ran for the office, you mentioned something about the judges treating females wrongly in the court, even the attorneys. And that was something that you wanted to change. But now that you're a judge, you're not being held accountable. And you're, in essence, promoting a ugly reflection upon women in the rights for equality, simply because you fail to yield to reason, you fail to rule logically without emotions, understanding that females, XX chromosomes, y'all have a hormone imbalance. And I feel sorry for women. I got 6 sisters and was a mother's boy, and I protect my mother, I protect my sisters. But what I learned through that process is a lot of times they don't come about being mature women. They're still very childish, and they try to pull off stuff that, being a grown person, they should not. And that's what I wonder. What have you actually learned at that white lawyer firm that you practice at? Are you indoctrinating their trend? But that's basically what you're doing. You're following their trend in some regards. Well, I know it's not dealing with civil rights. You sue for other issues. But as far as bringing civil rights to the forefront of being a problem with the judicial system, you are falling far short. And it's a reckless reckless trend that you are contributing to, with, let's say, the violation of fathers' rights, the violation of Judicial Code of Conduct. You're trying to suppress a father's freedom of speech, rights, man. You're violating the law yourself in so many, and you are a judge who should know far more about the judicial system and the injustices that have plagued our people throughout Americans' conception. That's just unacceptable, Nakisha. Seriously, you have 2 children. What if you were withheld from your 2 children wrongly? How would you feel? How would you react? Would you just bow out, be a pushover to the system that has been unjust to the black people? Like I said, since beginning of the American system, do you not understand that slavery used to divide families, father from the children, in order to undermine the male authority within his family, to not make him the protector? That's what I am, especially for my children. And as you can see, I served. So my service was to fight for people who could not fight for themselves. And I just don't understand niggas in New Orleans. Goes back to the thing that the white people said. The one thing that they feared was educated niggers, ignorant folks who don't yield to reason, unreasonable. So there's no sense of justice that has been through you, an individual who has taken on a position that has so much weight, has so much responsibility. You're acting irresponsible, escalating court causes, going off unsubstantiated evidence, trying to suppress my freedom of speech. HBCU graduate.